What you like about this game?
Well, we're supposed to win, so I like that we did win. But I think, in the first half, I thought we was playing a pretty good basketball, and it just didn't quite bounce our way. Second half, I think, they came out, got it going, and we weathered the storm, and took control of the game when we needed to take control of the game. Steve did some things that was kind of to light a fire. It took me out with 8 minutes to go. I think took me and BP out, I want to say me and BP with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, and mixing some things up to fire this team up, to get the team going, and I think guys responded really well.
You were yelling at, or not even yelling at Podziemski. Podziemski came off, it looked like he was upset about missing a three. You kind of talking to him and they got really fired up when he hit the next two. What was that?
I think one thing we're always preaching to him is just be decisive. We believe he's a really good shooter, a really good basketball player, can be for a long time in this league. But he gets down on himself quite a bit. And, just want him to always understand that, hey, we all have belief in you, but also that belief can't exceed the belief that you have in yourself. Responding to every shot, it's a long journey, man. You can't ride that roller coaster, And so just, relaying that to him, like, man, we believe. And he had a tough game last game. And I told him, I think it was because, you had one tough game in the last 10, 11, been playing great. And I think you had a tough game last game, and you're starting this game off having a tough game is because you're second-guessing everything. So Steve got at him a little bit last game. You can't allow that to make you second-guess yourself more. Let that charge you forward. Let that turn you up more. Let that make you be more decisive, because ultimately that's what Steve's doing it for. He's like, BP, you holding the ball too long. Only time he know how to make every play. The only time he hold the ball too long is when you get in your head and you start overthinking. And so, just let him know about that. Don't overthink anything. Everybody over here have the utmost belief in you. Be aggressive. And so when he just raise up and shoot those, you can't kind of, I didn't necessarily go at him, but you can't share beliefs of what you think someone need to do better, and then when they do it, not big up them. You got to have that same energy.
Dray, Steve was just in here and said, he's seeing too many travels in this league that aren't getting.
It's crazy. Don't get me fined, though. I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to get your thoughts on it from a player's perspective. He says, it's like 6 a game that probably should be called. I mean, what are you seeing from a player's perspective?
Miles got an N one on me. I thought he walked a mile. But I think, I think one of the ones that I've been surprised about, since I've been in this league, I think one travel that was always called was like when a guy catches it stationary and then they split their feet apart. That's the one that I think was always called no matter what. Some of those travels are tough to get. It's a lot of movement going on, a lot of bodies that a referee is trying to see in between to catch those steps. If you miss one step, you miss the travel, right? So I think those ones on the move can get a bit tough. But the ones that I've been kind of surprised by is the catch-and-go ones. Those ones seem like that referees used to call those in a heartbeat, and maybe not necessarily so much nowadays. But like I said, those ones on the move, they can get a bit tough. You got a referee trying to keep up on a full speed play where guys are pushing the ball, they're trying to keep up and see those steps while they're trying to sprint. Those ones on the move can be tough, for sure.
DRAYMOND this morning at shoot-around, Steph said that him and Jimmy Butler were polar opposites in terms of play style. And that's why they fit, that's why they work. You being on the floor with those two guys, seeing it these last few games, I think you guys have lost like one game with them at the lineup. What are you seeing from their chemistry and Jimmy's fit as a whole?
Yeah, Jimmy's fit as a whole is great. Steph is one of the easiest people to build chemistry with. And Jimmy is shown to be also one of the easiest people to build chemistry with. He makes the game so much easier for everybody he's on the floor with. And their chemistry, I think, is great, and it'll continue to build. I think one thing we want Jimmy to understand is we want him being aggressive as hell. Be aggressive as hell to score the basketball. And I think, sometimes you can come in the fold and you come into the fold with a guy like Steph and you're like, I don't want to be as aggressive. I don't want to step on his toes. And he's going to encourage you to be aggressive more than anybody. And so, we're still finding that balance. I think it's been, 9 or 10 games that Jimmy has played. Still finding that balance. But, as this season continue to go, we'll for sure need Jimmy to be aggressive as hell on the offensive end. And we know what he's capable of. So it'll happen.
How do you think his game kind of has influenced yours? I remember last year when Chris Paul was with you guys, he said you learned a few things from TV. Like, is there anything that you picked up from Jimmy in this short amount of time?
I'm trying to pick up, just when you get in the paint, how to, be under control at all times, how to draw fouls. Jimmy's great at drawing fouls. And then just finding different space. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy really puts you in a position to score easily. But you got to find the right spots. And so I'm just trying to learn to find those right spots that, I can make myself available to him for easy drop-off layups and easy buckets.
You grow up watching a player like Steph Curry, and then to be able to go against him in a game like this and put up 35 points of your own, how does it feel about your own performance tonight?
I feel good. I wish we would have still got the win, but, it's always fun playing against Steph, playing against guys that, you watch when you're younger. So it's always good.
Miles, since the All-Star break, you're shooting right around 40% from three. So do you feel like you're just getting back into a good rhythm, shooting the ball from outside again?
Yeah, I feel like when I had my knee injury, I really couldn't bend, and I didn't really have a rhythm. I had that big brace on, so I feel like I couldn't really shoot the ball well. So now I'm healthy, so I'm able to shoot the ball better. My teammates are finding me, and I'm having more confidence in knocking it down.
When you look at young guys like Tijon, Nick Smith Jr., and where their game is right now, can you look back on where you were first, second year in the league and how your game has progressed to where it is now, where you seem like you're a focal point of this team every night, you're getting a double-double, or you're going for 30 or 25 and 10? How has your game progressed since entering the league?
Yeah, it's a lot. I stay on those guys, just telling them, my rookie year, I was averaging, 6 points? 6 points, and doing whatever coach asks of me. I always harp on that. Just always be coachable. If you want to be in this league for a long time, the best thing you could do is just listen. And that's what I tell Tijon, Nick, all those guys. And they've been doing a great job, with all the load that they've been given.
5-game homestand, 2 games into it, so 3 more games. It's the last time you guys are really here for a while in the Spectrum Center. What's the, goal to finish out this homestand going forward?
Just get some wins. Get some wins, get better day by day. Daily improvement, that's our main thing. But we just want to get some wins, for the home crowd.